That's the good stuff.
Here in the fertile soil of Columbia, Maryland, the veggies are ripe.
So this is the place where you want to pick it, that size.
The chickens are hungry.
Oh, you got my finger!
And the people are growing something special.
This whole place is just so welcoming.
I'll come out here and I'll find people immersed in like a really wonderful conversation or laughing together, helping each other. I think that's kind of where the magic happens.
This is Freetown Farm, home of the Community Ecology Institute, a nonprofit founded 6 years ago by Kiara Diamore. The group aims to teach people about nature.
Give it a tuck. You gotta tuck it in like you're putting it to sleep.
And nurture their connections to each other.
Our mission is to cultivate communities where people and nature thrive together.
When the city's last working farm went up for sale in 2019, a seed was planted.
3 years ago, we had the opportunity to purchase this space. We have been transforming it into a place of common ground for the community to come together.
Its name, Freetown, honors the land's historical ties to the Underground Railroad.
So this area that we're on right now was known as Freetown during that time in the mid-1800s.
But Kiara says it also speaks to a different kind of freedom.
When we come together and we're growing food and you know your neighbor and you feel like you have some skills that you could turn to when things get really rough, it's sort of creating a sense of like autonomy and freedom.
When the pandemic shut down the world in 2020, Freetown Farm blossomed instead as a safe outdoor space.
Everything that we have accomplished here was because people needed somewhere to go. They just needed to get out, and nature was calling them.
I think I found a red one.
Paula Bernal and her 2 sons are regulars here.
They feel the connection with nature, they feel the connection with one another, and we just feel connected with the whole earth. We feel like part of something big.
It's a feeling that spans generations.
This place gives meaning to my life in my 89th year. I see this as promise. When I see children here having fun in it, they don't need electronics. They just have fun being in nature, and they learn.
Aside from the families who come here, the Institute has welcomed about a dozen other nonprofits to share the farm's 6.5 acres. The county NAACP has a garden on site. So does Hope Works, a local organization that supports domestic violence survivors.
Our clients can come and meditate, journal, do yoga, anything that's going to feed their spirit. It really does make a difference.
Area leaders have taken notice, with the county investing in the farm's preservation as well.
Places like this are so important because not only do we need to make sure that we feed people's bellies, but we feed their souls.
The farm also does twice-weekly harvests for a local food bank and is turning the barn into a classroom and gathering space to further their message.
It's more than gardening and ecology and environmentalism. It's connection, it's friendship, it's relationships, it's love.
An idea thriving here.
It makes it feel like home.
That they hope will take root everywhere.
I would love a world where this existed, at least in every town, but like really in every neighborhood. And so if we can help inspire that, then I would feel like we've done a lot of good.
Well, Kiara says she'd love to write a book about how the farm and how they created it and got everybody on board in hopes that others can use it as a blueprint to build one in their own communities. We've done stories before with different cities around the country. I think you did one in Chicago, or Al did one in Chicago, where if you see these areas of land, sometimes they're abandoned areas. You know, grow something there that the community can benefit from.
And when you watch a story like that, it's like, oh, maybe we could do that in my community.
Absolutely.
It was a good one. Thank you.